Hi, my name is Leanne Harger, and my presentation is on family and the influences that they have on our artwork. The idea for this unit, or the theme, is to focus on what impact that the family has on students, and to have them to be able to express these in works of art, and to be able to look at other people's artworks and to formulate an idea of what their influences might have been as well. For this unit are: what is family, what makes up a family, how do other cultures view family, how do these views from other cultures differ from our own views, in what ways do students themselves show value of family, and how do the events of one's family shape who they are, and then how do you show this family influence in your own artwork. The goals are to be able to recognize and explain the concept of family. The student needs to be able to, like I said, look at other artworks and kind of come to a conclusion of what could have and might not have been influences on that artwork. The student also needs to be able to demonstrate the elements of art and the principles of art throughout their lessons in this unit. They need to be able to demonstrate a knowledge of symbolic imagery when we're creating the mandalas, and they also need to be able to draw from their own family influences in order to create a family tree sculpture. In lesson 1, the students will work together in groups, 3 to 5 people. Don't need to be large groups. They will create a poster that clearly defines family, but visually. They need to work together to formulate their plan of action when they're creating this. They need to be able to focus in on what family means to each of them and incorporate each idea into this drawing. Because once every group is done, we're going to display them in the classroom, and each member of the group needs to be able to put in their own input to be able to explain why they use different things. For example, if a student used the color pink because their mom's favorite color is pink, then they need to be able to point that out and explain that. In lesson 2, the students will be responsible for creating a key for symbolic images that represent family to them. This could mean anything from their best friend being like a brother or sister to them, and their symbol being a heart or two hands holding each other, or it could be a map for family road trips. It could be a bonfire for time spent with friends and family. It could be a key that represents home. Whatever the students feel means family to them. Once they've made the key, they will learn about mandalas and the cultural influences of mandalas, how to make the mandalas, and once all that's done, they are going to add the symbols from the key into the mandalas. Family tree sculpture, the tree is going to be made up of found objects, coat hangers, bottles, sticks, photos, whatever the kids feel like they want to add in. They can add Christmas tree lights, ornaments, whatever they feel they need. But they also need to be able to include the symbols from the previous project into this project. They could do this by, like I said, a map could be a possible symbol. They could tear pieces of an old map up and glue them to a stick or something. They just need to be really creative with how they use the images. That's it for that one. I had several artists that I personally know submit artwork set for me to use in this unit. This one's by Audrey Welch. She drew her influences from her grandmother, who kept old photos in a box, a wooden box. Audrey says she remembers getting splinters from this box because she would look through it so many times. She chose this as one of the pictures for me to use because of the couple. They lost their child 2, maybe 3 years ago. It was a little girl. And she feels like this represents a new beginning for this family. This one right here is by one of my best friends. Her name is Danica Barnum. We taught for 3 years at the same school, and she now teaches in Georgia. She loves her new job. But this picture represents family to her because her father was a music teacher for years, and she drew from his music experience into her own artwork. This one's by Madison Moore. We went to college together. She's a fantastic artist. She draws her inspiration from her mother. Her mother actually told her about this spot and how beautiful she felt it was, so Madison felt inspired to capture the perfect image for her mother. This one's by Angela Morales. She draws her inspiration from her children, and her children are really into endangered animals, and they create these images together. Once they're done, they donate the images to help support endangered animals. This one's by Caitlin Radabaugh, and she and I went to church together for a little while, and at this church we were really tight-knit, very close spiritual family. And to her, spiritual family is the definition of family, and this was our pastor, and she called this image of him deep in prayer, and she just felt like that meant family the most to her. Thank you.